Part 5 of episode 114, heel or face Batista. If you're not sure what heel or face is, pretty simple. Is this person better as a heel or face? Should they turn? Whatever the opposite of what you might necessarily say. And if that's so, how would you do it? We did 2 editions of these before, one with Alberto Del Rio, right when he had done that whole babyface heel turn thing, and another one for Doink the Clown when Matt Bourne had passed away. So, Batista is returning next week. What the hell, why not have that be the next? Batista, better as a heel or face? I gotta say, even though Batista is more so probably known for his babyface spot, I like him better as a heel. And mostly for his last run as a heel. That Kanye Batista thing that they had going on, I don't know if that's like the thing that most people refer to him as, but I know if people have referred to him as that before. I really liked that character more than anything else. I do like the idea that he's finally one of the few big baby faces out there that like looks like he can beat the hell out of people and all that. They usually just keep them heel. They did it, with Ryback. They turned him heel eventually. Mark Henry and Big Show keep going back and forth and all that, but it seems to be like most people don't get any kind of a push if they're a baby face and they're a big giant. Batista was one of those exceptions, but I like him better as a heel. I think that's more of his personality, and he's a little bland when he's a babyface. So, going around here, Peyton, better as a heel or face? What do you think?
Okay, well, Batista was around for how long from when he made his debut and he left? Was it 4 or 5 years?
He left in 2010, and
2003 was when
he came around
started,
maybe
right?
03, I think.
7 years. This guy was around 7 years. And I probably did not give a shit about him a single day until he turned heel. I could not stand babyface Batista, or even the initial heel Batista with, with freaking Brother Devon.
Right.
we don't need to go there, though. But even with Evolution, I did not catch on to Batista. I mean, this was when I was in high school, so I really was not watching wrestling that much. Nothing was hooking me to it. I know there's people who swear to death that Evolution is the greatest thing that ever happened in wrestling. I didn't care much for it. I never caught into Batista. I always thought he just looked like another big, dumb musclehead guy. That we've had millions of them throughout the years, and I think they're all just as generic as the next one. And it wasn't until he went to that heel role, and that's when I really started to like Dave Batista for the big dumb muscle-headed guy. Like, finally, he seemed like he took it to the best possible direction you could take a character like that. The spotlights, the crying, the angry spurts of roid rage that he would have at times. You were supposed to be my friend. Good stuff.
Best line, though, has to be that hugging fat chicks line.
That was good, but I think my favorite Dave Batista line is, basketballs don't hold grudges. Or, weapons are not only welcomed, they're allowed. It even had that dramatic pause in it, too. He was so proud of himself when he said that next line.
Stoop so low.
Duct tape? Are you serious? Best lines of David Batista for sure. The only other person I think that has ever pulled off a character like that was Scott Steiner. And once again, another guy who was a bajillion times better as a heel than as a babyface. So without a doubt for me, unequivocally, Dave Batista was better as a heel than he ever was through all those years as a babyface.
He's fat.
Sean, what do you think? Heel or face?
Definitely a heel for me, because when he's a face, he's just in love with Rey Mysterio. As a heel, he beats up people like Booker T backstage, What's not to like? And he always cries on bitches. When is his next title shot, Heel Batista for the win. Plus he injured John Cena and put him on the shelf for 2 months, so if he does that to Alberto Del Rio, give this dude a medal.
Then he'll be a babyface in my book if he just beats the hell out of Del Rio. Even if Del Rio's a babyface, if he turns again, still. Drew, heel or face?
I'm gonna go. Shoot, oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna go heel because I think most wrestlers are better suited as a heel. Because I guess it's a lot better to be an asshole than it is to be like, oh, I'm a fucking good guy. I'm gonna stick up for people. And I think it's true with Batista. Batista is this big dude. Of course, he'd be better as a heel. I've always thought he was stale for a lot of his times in the WWE. I liked him, but I never really was in love with him. I didn't like some of the stuff he did. But that last heel run he had before he left, I thought that was. If he would have never returned to the WWE, I think the way he exited, quit. I thought that was one of the best ways you could ever quit a company. That was fantastic.
The hell with Ric Flair's retirement. Dave Batista quitting in a wheelchair.
Exactly. I thought that was one of the greatest things ever. So, if they're probably going to be, if I will believe that they're going to bring him back as a babyface, but I really hope down the line sometime they're able to transfer him to a heel again. Who knows? Maybe form him in a tag team with Mysterio and then clothesline him and face him in a steel cage match later on and injure him or some shit like that. So so I'm going to definitely go with heel.
I don't think there's a maybe involved when it comes to Rey Mysterio injuries.
Actually, scratch that. We're gonna update this because that was like 7 years ago. We're gonna go with Batista and Del Rio are gonna team up, and then he's gonna clothesline Del Rio and turn heel.
I think we're gonna go with
In
Sin Cara.
interim, I hope.
Nah, Sin Cara.
Yeah, but if you close
who's
Del
Sin Cara?
Rio, he'll just get a pop.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Wego, what do you think? Better as a heel or a face?
Definitely better as a heel. The situation with Batista is when he turned face initially after splitting. What?
He's laughing at your accent with Batista.
I'm sorry.
But as soon as he turned face the first time when he left Evolution, for the first 3 months with his feud with Triple H, it seemed pretty interesting. But after that, and he became the face of SmackDown, it was so goddamn boring. I did not give a shit about that brand. And I was starting to stop giving a shit about wrestling at the time. I think that was during the really stagnant years. But as soon as he turned heel again and started feuding with Cena, after that initial heel turn on Rey Mysterio, he just had a whole new aura to him. Started using the spotlight when he came down to the ring instead of the pyro. Came down with the cut-off jacket and sunglasses. He just felt fresh, and he was funny. I know he got reamed by Vince McMahon for the Fat Chicks promo and the Kissing Babies one. Vince hated it, but I think that's one of my favorite promos of all time, at least from Dave Batista. So I hope he comes back as a heel. I know initially they're going to do the face, but I wouldn't mind seeing that Batista in kind of a new version of Evolution if they did him, Randy, and Triple H in the Authority, but definitely better as a heel.
All right, so we all went with heel here, and it seems like they're going to be having him come back as a babyface, like Wego just said. So if that's true, and he does come back as a babyface, should he turn heel? Now, since you had just said that, I'm going to go with you first, Steven. You do think that he should eventually turn heel down the line? If that's the case, how would you do it?
You know what? If he gets eliminated by a babyface, say for instance, you want him to feud with Sheamus. If Sheamus throws him out the Royal Rumble, that's a perfect time for him to turn heel. He gets pissed off that he never won, and that sets up his WrestleMania feud. So simply having him thrown out of the Royal Rumble, which is meant to be his coming home party, could set the wheels in motion. Unless you want to wait till after WrestleMania, but I'd rather just see him do what he does best, and that's be a heel.
So going in reverse here, Drew, what do you think? Should he turn heel? And if he should, then how would you do it?
Yes, I do think he should turn heel. And actually, I like that idea of him, being eliminated by a babyface, someone like a Sheamus, in the Rumble, and then him just getting pissed off, go back in the ring, just beat the shit out of the person, and move forward from there. I think that'd be a great way to do it. I don't know, it was either you, Mango, or Peyton, one of you guys said something about how Orton could, if they were going to feud with Orton, have Orton eliminate Batista, and then Batista eliminate Orton, or make Orton lose the title later that night. I think that'd be another good. Yeah, okay, my bad. You Wego, that's my fault. So I think that would be a good idea as well. If they're going to start a feud, just have someone do something to him, and then have him retaliate in a pissed off manner.
Sean, what do you think?
Definitely you should turn heel down the line. And like I said on the Facebook, if he gets eliminated from the Royal Rumble, Triple H will go to him backstage and says, look, if you interfere in the Randy Orton and John Cena match, you can have a title match at the Elimination Chamber. Thus, screw in Randy Orton or John Cena, whoever is going to win. And thus, powerbombing them, and then you get the drift.
They already have the title match at Elimination Chamber set up, though.
Well,
Monday Night Raw.
Brock Lesnar has the that title
Triple
shot.
threat match.
yeah, triple threat. Yeah, there you go.
They could do that.
Do you think they're actually
What are
going
they
to
going to
go through
do
with
for
it?
the Elimination Chamber, then? Who's going to be in the Elimination Chamber, then?
I didn't think that was actually anything that was set up. I thought that was just them saying, nah, maybe we'll do that.
I don't know. I think it'd be pointless if they just did that for no reason at all. And
Yeah,
because
I
they mentioned
don't-
it once. If they don't do it, they need to mention it down the line, like, you need to earn the spot, or like say something like get them distracted from it. I don't think they need to. They can't really just say something like that and then just never mention it again.
Yeah, the Rock came in like the middle of the summer saying that he was getting the title shot at Royal Rumble. I think when Brock comes in and says he's getting the title shot next month, Brock's getting that title shot.
I could just throw him in the chamber.
Yeah, they could just do that. That's a way to do it. Peyton,
Literally
though,
throw him in there.
your heel or face situation, do you think that he should turn heel? And if he does, how would you do it?
Well, unlike you guys, I'm not even 100% sure that he's coming in as a babyface. I'm sure he'll get a tremendous babyface reaction initially when he comes out, but I mean, he's Batista. Of course he's going to. People are going to be excited to see this big name star coming back. I'm not sure he'll be 100% heel either. I think he's just going to kind of be a tweener type guy. He's going to walk alone, so to speak. I would think he would err more on the side of the character he left on than the character he was for all those years, though. It would just make sense continuity-wise. I mean, that's what Chris Jericho did. He came out, he got that huge babyface reaction, but immediately suckered them right back into heel Jericho that he was. So I would expect to see that happen with Batista, too. I would expect it to see us slowly return back to babyface by the time we get to WrestleMania, though. So I actually think this is going to be going in the opposite direction of you guys. As far as how he makes that turn, just be Batista. You know, come out there, be a dick initially, but as you go on more and more, just continue being a badass and the fans will get behind you. It's easy.
So I think that they should turn him, that he should come back as a babyface, get that big pop, wrestle somebody like Sheamus at WrestleMania and all that. Have a good couple of months where he has a couple of feuds with some of the heels, Ryback being one of them. Ryback's at a point right now where if this doesn't work with this whole tweet thing, he's done. So I could see them just flat out feeding him to Batista. They could have the Sheamus feud, they could have the Del Rio thing, which I really don't want them to have. But there's a couple different heels that he can feud with. And then maybe he can even put over Randy Orton or something. But I would turn him heel after he loses to somebody like Big E Langston or Roman Reigns, and maybe have like the people backstage in different segments or something like that talk about like, oh, isn't that so like awesome to see somebody have that feat of strength that they can beat Batista like that, and they really showed him up. I guess the new blood's really taken over and all that. And Batista could be like, the fuck, and just kind of take offense to that, and then start attacking that person. Oh, I'm stronger than you. That was a fluke. That kind of bullshit. It's really simple, but sometimes simplicity is the key.
I'd be okay with that as long as he says "the fuck." On
Yeah. If he just delivers that promo, he just goes, the fuck. It'd be worth it. That's pretty simple. What do you guys think? Is he better as a heel or a face? And whatever your situation is, should he turn? Should he stay a babyface? Should he come back as a heel? So on and so forth. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. And we're going to round this out with some plugs. Starting off with Wego.
For me, you can catch me over on Addicted to Anime. Our Facebook page is doing very well. We're over 1,000 likes now. The URL for that is Addicted Anime Fans. Also, check out Unanimous Decision MMA as it goes to a recorded format. For all news on that, you can go to facebook.com/UDMMA and twitter.com/UDMMA. That's it for me.
Drew?
Nothing of major importance right now. I know Tony's going to do all the important plugs in a bit, so I don't have to say anything. Oh, yeah.
Sean?
Just remember, more cushion for the pushing, and follow me at Twitter.
And your
What are
twiddle
you,
hand there
Sean?
is.
Shaughnessy
This is gonna be a-
2K37.
You're just gonna be like saying jokes from now on, just like to start and then the
Don't mess
show,
with my
is that your-
gimmick.
Yeah.
Don't mess with my gimmick, mate.
At least he knows his fucking plugs, unlike Miguel.
All right, Painted.
Well, there's a show. I don't know where it's airing or what the name of it is. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
Are you talking about the
kidding.
WWE Network?
Please,
of post show.
Yeah,
I don't
please,
know what
please.
the
What?
I don't know
you
what
were
the
just making more
station's
jokes.
called.
Yeah. Please stay tuned to everything we got going on over at Mega Powers Radio. MegaPowersRadio.com, Facebook.com/MegaPowersRadio, at MegaPowersRadio on Twitter, and YouTube.com/MegaPowersRadio. Lots of cool shows we got going on there. Geek Speak is going to be moving to Thursday nights. That's the latest news. Go and support the Dace Man Show, a good friend of the Smack Talk Show as well, Christopher Dace. He is running a big charity-a-thon going on right now, helping out lots of kids get dreams and getting better from being sick and all that. I wish I was better at knowing all those details, but you can find all that on his Facebook, Facebook.com/The Dace Man Show. And of course, especially on there, join us every Monday night after the conclusion of Raw for the NPR Raw post show. Once again, that address is megapowersradio.com.
Alrighty, everybody. Check out those plugs that I had said before the rest hold. Big thanks for everyone on the panel this evening and for all of you out there for listening. This has been another Smark Out moment, and we're being counted out.
Oh, you want an outro? Yo ass better comment something. Oh, hell yeah. It's me. It's Mr. Mike P. Rolling again with my Bounce House G.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Smark Out Moment proudly presents to you the outro of the show! The People's Champ, Sean Walker, the Bounce House Prince, Drew White, the Smack Talk outro, Clowns! Drew?
I'm offended.
Oh my bad. Why am I gonna?
God, you had one job.
You totally just
And if you're not down with that, we will stop doing these outros if you don't want to.
You totally Billy Gunn to this.
Keep
And
it
if you're
in.
not down with that, we will just fucking block you on YouTube.
And if you ain't down with that, ooh, yeah. Priceless.
And if you're not down with that,
Batista. Ooh, and if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Bounce House. It's called Big Blast Rentals right now, or go to Big Blast Rentals. Oh, say my pun for the end.